Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only
pro wrestling
podcast you'll be listening to right here, youtube.com/Steven Larson.
Yeah, that's
I was thinking
right.
of, we got to replace Cassius Ohno saying, this is the knockout artist.
Wrestling genius.
This is the wrestling genius, Cassius Ohno.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we should do that. So anyways, yeah, this is Going In Raw. I want to mention this really quick. All the people who are kicking off this show with us, everybody who's watching right now, whether it's live or on demand, do us a favor, hit that
Smash that damn like button.
Hit that like button.
Smash.
Don't
Odd
hurt
number
your
of times.
equipment. Don't hurt it. Just gently caress it once.
No, man.
Say, ooh, hello.
Intensity, passion.
Hello, like button. Here you go.
Just don't like it because we're asking you to. Hit it because you really want to.
If you really like it, then hit it. If you like the show, hit it.
I like we're a minute into the show, and James Offit says, post-lunch sleepy boys.
How does he know?
How does he know?
We're only a minute in.
I got this giant thing of tea here I'm trying to drink. It's the second most caffeinated tea I could find.
And I'm like, Steve, don't eat more fast food. And I didn't have time to get a lunch this morning. So, like, I ran to stupid Taco Bell, and now I am knocked out.
We still got 2 more things to shoot after
I
this,
know.
too.
We have predictions.
Snap
and we
out
got
of it.
Who's Stupid Who Won Wednesday.
Oh, that's your favorite.
We're waiting on the ratings, on the ratings. So that'll be interesting to
Come
see.
through in any second here.
NXT again, killed it. Every single week. Killed
I would say
killed it. That match, that opening match.
Yeah.
We almost saw Fandango, a new heel turn twist. Vengeance Murderer, apparently, because he tried to kill one of the Singh brothers, man.
Here's the thing.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was fine and all. NXT was bookended by 2 really good matches. And then, like, the Dakota Kai Mia Yim match was fine, but nothing else really happened in the middle.
Oh, I like the Raul Mendoza, Cameron Grimes, Kushida stuff. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, it's kind of predictable. Kushida takes the one thing of actual that Cameron Grimes actually values, his hat.
I didn't actually think he was going to do that because Kushida is pure of heart, much like our tree-topping angel Adam Cole, baby. And so I didn't think that he was actually going to take the hat. But he took the hat because that's kind of a jerk thing to do, even though Cameron Grimes attacked him.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that makes all. I mean, he slammed his head into a locker. I think Kushida's well within his right to go and playfully borrow his hat for a few weeks.
And we got Travis Banks last night, and he beat Jackson Riker.
Tyler Breeze beat Jackson Riker.
Yeah, with shenanigans. So the Travis Banks thing, I was like, oh, this is really cool that he's like on NXT, but I think it's just for the Worlds Collide.
Just for Worlds
thing.
Collide is what they said. It's a Worlds Collide preview.
It was a Worlds Collide preview, but that would have been really cool. I didn't know who ended up winning that Ligero triple threat with Banks and Connors. It's like all the same level. They're all the same guy basically.
Kind of.
So no, I thought that was good. And then
there's nothing bad about it. I just didn't.
Okay, so I could have. Honestly, I see where you're coming from because no, there were.
Continue. I'm gonna throw away my tea bag.
Yeah, you said tea bag. 1 match, 2 match, and then even the Worlds Collide preview.
It felt like filler.
There were 3 matches that really didn't advance much.
Yeah,
and that was Jackson Riker, Travis Banks, Breezango. I'll be honest, man. They're such nice guys. They're such sweethearts. I love them to death. Could care less at this point.
Although, I mean,
I don't care, man.
If Fandango's new thing is destroying people with apron bombs, I'm all in on that.
If that becomes a pattern, I'm definitely in on that. He looked horrified when he hit that, too.
He wasn't so horrified that he lit up in that leg drop, though.
No, but the very next thing that happened when he did the apron bomb was Tyler Breeze had the other Singh brother up in some position.
It was for their finish, yeah, for the elbow, yeah.
And he was gonna do something. And it was like the lightest.
Yeah, it was like a forearm, and it was pretty soft.
He looked disturbed after for moments. But then, yeah, he hit the leg drop.
Twinewinder says Connors won all that.
He's what?
Connors.
What?
And that in a nutshell is why I don't watch NXT UK.
Oh, man. No, I watch it on the weekends. I like NXT. I didn't see that week. That is hilarious. That's awesome. Yeah. Anyways.
So I mean, it's two really good matches, and nothing in between those two matches was bad. Just a lot of it didn't feel necessary.
I like the Mia Yim stuff.
That was good. That was fun.
I thought that
was all good and fun. That was a fun match.
But then, like, the freaking main event, oh my God.
It was really good.
That was
the match that kicked
awesome.
off the show was maybe match of the week. That match was phenomenal.
That was just terrific stuff. And yeah, that's right. We got a new cruiserweight champion.
Correct.
And there was a bit of a turn there. I thought that we saw like a double turn.
Maybe.
Because Lio Rush came out, and granted, it's completely justifiable because Angel Garza's been like really like messed up to him and his family up to this point. Lio Rush comes out on fire, and
the crowd was firmly behind Angel Garza.
Yeah. And then he did the big face thing. He brings out his.
He drops a promo. He says, "There's 4 things that are more important to me. Wrestling, essentially.
Wrestling. Yeah.
All of
it was
you.
A very face promo.
All of you, my family, and my girlfriend, who he brought in the ring, and he proposed to her.
And so now Lio Rush is going to be going after her.
Yeah.
This is going to be good, man. I think it's going to be really good. I'm really happy with how they're treating the cruisers.
Zombie Kimmel says, literally every other wrestling podcast out there said NXT was awesome. It was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. It just felt like there was some filler.
Well, I think a lot of podcasts, I don't know. I'm not going to speak for them. We try to keep it as honest as we can. I am typically a mark for NXT. I think that's the thing. Everybody's a mark for NXT because generally it's real. They do everything really, really good. Like they have the best wrestling probably on the planet, at least in North America. And yeah, I'm actually really surprised that keeping it at Full Sail has, in my opinion, taken it from. So like Full Sail was always pretty decent, but you could always tell these guys are going through a 5-hour taping or a 4-hour taping, whatever it was. You could always tell because every couple episodes, just the crowd wouldn't be that as into it as they have been. Doing it 2 hours live from there, that and on top of that, they have honestly upped their game week to week. That crowd is amazing.
Yeah.
And it really does. It's like this. It's like the next thing to PWG in terms of when it was at the.
They're going to be hard pressed if they take that on the road, finding any way to replicate that atmosphere.
It's really impossible. It is really something else.
And that might be one reason not to do it.
It is really
because
something
that's
else.
What really separates it from AEW's. AEW is going to be in the same size venues that NXT would be.
Mm-hmm.
But as we saw with the crowd last night, whether because of poor audio or them kind of sitting on their hands,
you don't know what you're going to get.
You know what you're getting at Full Sail,
like this. Oh my god!
You know what you're going to get.
It jumped. Yeah, it's definitely back up on my list of bucket list wrestling bucket list things.
Well, you might only have till March of next year to get it done, man.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know, man. If they keep on being at least competitive in the ratings, what again? Like you've said,
no reason to.
If
it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
Yeah, if that's working right now. Anyways, it kicked off with a recap of last week.
Yeah, but with the Adam Cole promo too.
He was in the production truck.
He was like, match, triple threat match, main event, challenge me. Guess what? I'm the greatest run in history. They're going to lose anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To paraphrase.
Yeah, next week's going to be a big week with that title match. I don't know.
I kind of feel like I understand the number one contender match main event of the show. I felt like they spent not as much time, honestly, because the 2 promos combined or video packages combined weren't as long as the main event. But I feel like they spent a lot of energy and man hours putting together those 2 promos for Shayna and Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's going to main event next week. That's my gut's telling me. Because I don't think there's going to be a title change on the men's side.
Yeah.
But I think on the women's side, it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good chance.
Totally winning.
Pretty good chance. And then if that's the case, that match should main event.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially because if the men's match is going to have some sort of wonk finish, you don't want to close the show that way.
Yeah.
Unless they have Finn bringing out his new club or something like that. And then they do battle with Undisputed Era. That's the only way you can have a wonky finish and close the show and not have it disappoint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see here. So, yeah, after that, we got our Cruiserweight title match, Angel Garza versus Lio Rush. This was
phenomenal.
This was absolutely phenomenal. This was great.
These 2 guys have impeccable chemistry. They're crisp. They're fast. They seemingly don't mess up at all. Basically, Garza was talking trash to Lio Rush during introductions, and Rush attacks him, takes down Garza. Garza just looks at him and smiles. He knows he's in Leo's head.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. Bell rings. Match starts with a hockey brawl. They both spill the outside, and then Leo pushes Garza in the ring steps. Leo goes to the apron. Garza grabs his foot, pulls him off, and that looked nasty too.
Yeah, that looked bad. I love that they set your expectation for this to be a lot of counter,
and there was that
wrestling stuff, but it was mainly just like you said, hockey brawl.
It was a fight. Yeah,
it was a fight. You didn't expect that from this,
but we did see a lot of counter and people appropriating their opponent's moves to try to beat them.
Yeah,
which I always love seeing.
Oh, I love that. I mentioned that a couple weeks ago in regards to something. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was either, but you did.
But I love when
people
do each other's finishers. And we got that last night.
Yeah, man.
With Leo Rush doling out one of Angel Garza's, his
wing
finisher,
clipper, and then Garza did the come up, that pop up stunner.
Mm-hmm.
So Garza's about to take his pants off, which is always a highlight of any Angel Garza match in my mind. And then Rush is like, no, ground and pound from him. Leo goes.
It was kind of fortuitous for Garza.
Yes.
That he didn't get the pants off.
Exactly. So Garza avoids a come up. Hits a drop kick, gets a 2 count. Garza, commercial break, picture in picture. Garza's in control the entire time. Rush makes a comeback with some head scissors, sends Garza out of the ring with a Rana, follows with a moonsault to ringside. That was quite nice. And that's when Garza avoids the come up, hits one of his own, gets a 2 count. Leo Rush goes to the top rope. Garza hits an enziguri. He goes up top as 2. Rush pushes him off. Garza does a flip, lands on his feet, runs back in the corner, hits a super Spanish fly, gets a 2 count. That was awesome.
That was absolutely amazing.
Because
wasn't that Spanish fly? It was usually when they do a super Spanish fly, they both have their footing kind of on the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
He was on the ropes when he did this. That was absolutely nuts. That looked so
really good. And
he ran up the ropes with perfect precision. He wasn't even shaky with it.
I know. So this spot was pretty cool. So they're going back and forth a little bit. Rush hits a spin kick. Garza bounces off the rope, hits a super kick, and they both go at each other like they're about to hit each other, and they just collapse.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Clever.
That
Good.
was great.
And then Rush, he avoids a wing clipper, and then he hits one of his own.
Mm-hmm.
Only gets him a 2 count, though. This bit was great. Rush hits final hour. And Garza's trying to not be pinned, so he's kind of rolling and crawling out of the ring.
Yeah.
Leo grabs onto his pants.
And they just tear off.
And as Garza falls out of the ring, the pants come off.
And you could see it all over Leo's face. Ah! That was my opportunity.
Yep.
So what does he do?
He goes to the top and tries to hit a final hour ringside.
So he goes up to the top rope in its final hour, tries to. Angel Garza gets his legs up.
Oh, that looked like that hurt so bad.
Oh, my God. For both people.
I know. It looked like that hurt so bad. So he tosses Leo back in the ring. He hits a wing clipper. Leo kicks out, though.
Yeah.
And so Garza, as soon as the kick out happens, he's in a position where he can just do the reverse Phil Nelson, which is the prelude usually to the wing clipper, but without picking him up. And Leo Rush has to tap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Phenomenal match.
Oh, just phenomenal.
Match of the
New
week.
Cruiserweight champion, Angel Garza. And then like we mentioned before, unless you want to talk about that, no, we'll do it now. He goes over, he cuts a babyface promo, talks about what he loves in life. And, of course, he loves his very lovely girlfriend, brings her into the ring, produces a ring of his own.
Yeah.
And, proposes. She says, see?
Yeah.
She says, yes. And it's a beautiful moment for everybody,
Truly is.
Except for Leo Rush,
who is now without Cruiserweight Championship. And it was great, too. I love this detail. So Leo Rush rips off Angel Garza's pants. What color are Angel Garza's trunks?
Purple.
Cruiserweight Championship purple.
Exactly,
the exact color of the strap. Exact. He put that belt on. It was like,
yeah, where does one begin and the other end?
You couldn't have foreshadowed this anymore.
Yeah.
It was like the exact shade of purple.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
It was really great. Anyways, I wonder what's going on underneath that. Because before we continue, here's a word from the sponsor of today's show, Manscaped.
Ooh.
Larson, we've all been there. I definitely know you have. I've heard it in the Wrestling Observer newsletter. When we go down to our man zone to clean up a messy thicket of bush, only to have harsh trimmers clip off bits of ball skin when trying to trim all that hair down there. That is gruesome.
Well, that may have happened to me, Steve, but I'm here to tell you that thanks to Manscaped, you can groom your ball hair and leave your ball skin where it belongs. You know where that is?
On your balls?
On your balls.
On your balls. On your balls.
See, Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer with their Lawnmower 2.0, which uses proprietary skin-safe technology to keep your undercarriage free from cuts and snags, meaning Manscaping accidents are now a thing of the past.
But why just keep your family jewels looking clean when they can smell clean too? Manscaped's got Crop Preserver, an anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer. I mean, we all put deodorant on our armpits. Why not keep your nether region smelling fresh too?
Yeah, and right now, a friend doesn't get 20% off, free shipping, and a free travel bag with the code GIR20 at manscaped.com. Use the right tools for the job. Trust us, your balls will thank you.
Yes, again, get 20% off, free shipping, and a free travel bag by going to manscaped.com and using promo code GIR20. Thanks to Manscaped for sponsoring today's show. And you're really helping out Going In Raw by going to manscaped.com and using promo code GIR20.
That's GIR20.
Correct, yeah. After that, we had a really well done Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley video package. Just terrific. Rhea was on some sort of radio station promoting the match, talking about herself, and Shayna was in her car.
Yeah, she said something like, well, some people say you can tell a lot about a person based on the car they have, and she has like an old Mustang.
Yeah.
I think she said something like she's not going to drive a hybrid or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Or a Tesla. She mentioned the Tesla.
Maybe she's like that Jake Hager way of life.
Oh,
Deny.
Maybe.
In any event, yeah, I thought this was good. I really liked the bit where she talked about all the people she has put down in her title defenses, and the list is long, man. It's a long list. So it was really.
I mean, how many
stuff.
times have we thought, okay, this is the person that's going to end Shayna's title reign, and it's not.
A few, yeah,
It's not.
Yeah.
Next, a Finn Balor promo. First, he takes aim at Regal for putting him in the situation to begin with.
Yeah.
He's got beef. He says, well, what about all the stuff I've done already?
Yeah.
It shows shots of him taking pictures with Regal and Triple H for all the awards he won in NXT. And then he, says, Keith Lee, you've been relevant for 2 weeks. Tommaso Ciampa, yeah, I did more for NXT than you ever could.
I like when he mentioned Tommaso Ciampa, it was as if he was mentioning Captain New Japan. It was that cadence.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, man, just let him curse once.
Oh, I know. No, if he was on AEW, he could, to a degree.
He couldn't the way he did back in New Japan.
Oh, no, I know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Jericho said S word again.
Yeah, he said ish.
I think they're all just permitted at least once or maybe twice. Yeah, we forgot to mention the AEW review, how they censored the crap out of that crowd with MJF.
Yeah. Well, there's still standards and practices, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what they're saying. Probably something involving the F word.
Probably.
After that, Wait, after that, Garza proposed girlfriend?
Yeah, because it was during a commercial break.
Oh, okay. After that, we had Raul Mendoza versus Cameron Grimes. Of course, Raul Mendoza looking to get some revenge on Cameron Grimes for essentially taking him out of the match, or literally taking him out of the match last week.
Essentially, no figuratively speaking.
He actually did that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was legal, but apparently it is.
It must have been because they had Cameron's music at the ready.
Yeah, they did. Anyways,
bell rings. Raul is on the attack immediately, and then Kushida comes down the ringside, briefly distracts Cameron Grimes. Raul hits a Rana right into a roll-up to get the win.
Yeah.
And then Kushida takes Cameron Grimes' hat off the ring post and puts it on his own head.
May I suggest this as well? Kushida looked a lot more dapper than Cameron Grimes with the hat on his head. I think he should incorporate it into his...
Didn't Doc Brown have a hat like that in the third Back to the Future?
When he showed up, yeah.
Like an old-timey type hat?
Well,
there you go. It works.
He was living in the old-timey.
Yeah, no, but it works into Kushida's gimmick, though.
Right, that's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he can get like a giant train.
He
Isn't
should
it
just...
crazy Doc Brown made a freaking time travel train.
That's cool and all.
And then he negated the entire damn series by saying, the future doesn't exist, it's what you make it, so make it a good one. What the hell? What did I just watch? 6 hours of what?
That's
exactly.
The third one I don't care about.
Yeah. It's non-canon to you.
Non-canon, as far as I'm concerned. You just undercut your entire series with one line. What was Biff's henchman's name to do with the 3D glasses in the first one?
Well, he was played by Billy Zane in the second one.
All right.
I think.
Anyways, my point is, Kushida should just start getting accoutrements from various characters in Back to the Future. So the Doc Brown old-timey hat, 3D glasses.
Okay, yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
He already has a hoverboard.
Kind of, yeah. It's on it's on his pants.
And it's the name of his move. So, yeah. That's a good idea. I'm trying to think about it. Does he carry around a gray sports almanac?
He should.
Everybody should.
I know. Next, Mia Yim interview. She's still upset with Dakota Kai, naturally, and says that she's going to send Dakota where Dakota sent her, and that'd be to the hospital.
Yes, in an ambulance.
Yes.
You know the problem with her in that match? She didn't wear sweatpants. After that, we had a Travis Banks video package. He was like, yeah, oh boy, I just lost a triple threat match to Joe Connors.
So I'm going to try my hand against Jackson Riker. That seems to be an easy W these days.
And sure enough, it kind of was. This is a fairly short match.
It was fun. Although Travis Banks got busted open. I think as we went for that suicide dive, and Jackson Riker hit him with a forearm midair.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Banks kicks Riker into the second turnbuckle, kicks him a ton, cannonball. He misses the top rope move. Like Riker got 2 more moves in, and then Banks hit Slice of Heaven for the win. It was like 3 minutes.
I'm wondering, maybe Riker just had some lunch also. I don't know. You know, he's like, I'm sluggish.
I mean, just in terms of the visual aspect, he's the most legit-looking guy of Forgotten Sons.
Dude
can't win a match.
I'm sorry, no. In NXT, that guy is massive. He looks amazing.
And I did like during this match, save for the finish, like every time Travis Banks would hit the little bit of offense, Jackson Riker was right back up.
Yeah.
Could not keep him down.
And it was a 3 count, but he got his shoulder up
right after the 3,
after the 3, like moments after or a moment after. But yeah, no, Jackson, that dude looks like the Terminator. Like if they had put him in that last crap movie, I would have been like, oh, that's scary.
Yeah, I know. I know, man.
Great. But then, freaking loses to Travis Banks, who has problems with Joe Connors. I don't know.
Is that feud in 2019?
Joe Connors and
Travis Banks and Ligero.
I mean, it should be, yeah. Maybe if they take that one to take over Blackpool too. Why didn't they go to a different location? All they've done is Blackpool, Cardiff.
Now Blackpool again.
Then go do something else.
Maybe they want January and Blackpool to be a tradition.
Yeah, that's going to be their all-in. Maybe. Well, they need more takeovers. Like 1 more takeover a year. Like 3 a year would be great. They don't do anything else.
Well, they put on good main events. That's the extent of it. Next, we had Mia Yim versus Dakota Kai.
I think it was like Gallus versus Imperium this week.
Yeah, I'm sure as well.
Probably good stuff.
Yim starts out quick, drop kick at the bell, continues on with the fast start. Dakota Kai tries to make a comeback with some kicks, but Yim low bridges her out of the ring, tosses her into the ring steps, viciously, I may add, and then follows with a cannonball. That was great. Dakota Kai, she keeps on trying to make a comeback. She hits the face wash kick in the corner, gets her a 2. She goes another kick. Yim blocks it. She gets the advantage again. She hits a code blue. Only good for a 2 count, though. Dakota Kai, though, eventually does hit a power bomb. That earns her a 2 count. Follows up with some quad kicks. Quad kicks might be up there by the chop, or with the chop. That's one of my favorite moves in all wrestling.
I'm a big fan of that.
When you grab someone by the head and just start kicking him in the face repeatedly.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I do like that.
That's a great move. She goes for another face wash kick, misses. Mia Yim grabs her leg. Oh, sorry, no, that's when Dakota Kai's leg was over the top rope. Mia Yim kicks her knee, hits a German suplex. Again, just a 2 count. Yim hits protect your neck. Dakota Kai rolls out of the ring. Yim puts her back in.
Oh, my God.
What? The ratings are in?
Yeah.
And?
Literally both 778,000.
Wow.
AEW The Slight Edge and 18 to 34.
Wow. Tie game.
That's crazy. Wow.
Dakota Kai goes and gets the knee brace off the ring post. Ref sees that. It's like, hey, you can't use that. That's illegal. Takes it away. So she kicks Yim, turns around, removes a turnbuckle cover, rams Mia into it, and rolls her up for the win. After the bell, Mia lays into Dakota Kai. They're brawling to the crowd. Mia sits up a couple tables, and then brawl continues up to the tech area. They're on top of table and tech area, and then Mia Yim hits the belly-to-back suplex off that table through the tables below. One of them, they kind of missed. Dakota Kai's head hit it. Apparently, she needed 8 staples.
Yeah, that was ugly.
Close that up. Yeah.
They didn't show her afterwards, and I was thinking to myself, how much of her, like, the top of her head is missing?
I tried to watch it in the replays because towards the end she did this.
Yeah.
And sometimes wrestlers would do that, especially on moves downward to make sure they keep their chin tucked on the way down. But apparently that didn't block.
Yeah, the last replay they did, which is the best angle, it had a little bug down at the bottom that said like replay or something, and so you couldn't see her head like from the right angle.
I mean, that one table, the one furthest away, just didn't break.
Yeah.
So I mean, those things happen, I suppose.
Yeah.
You looking on for Alvarez's 2 cents as far as the ratings?
Yeah, nothing juicy so far from Alvarez. He's so combative. That's crazy though. Like what is the what do they usually round it to normally for the ratings?
What do you mean?
Well, in terms of, the 778,000.
Oh, I don't know.
And then like what number do they usually get into the hundreds or tens or ones? Literally.
No, I think it's usually the tens of or the thousands. They round it up from hundreds. I guess I wonder if it's typical where it's 500 and above, they round up, and if it's 500 and below, they round down.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. Anyways,
yes. Anyways, indeed. Oh, before we continue, though, here's a word from sponsor today's show, Mack Weldon.
Yes.
Mack Weldon is a premium men's essentials brand that believes in smart design, premium fabrics, and a simple shopping experience.
Mack Weldon's underwear, socks, shirts, shorts, hoodies, and sweatpants will be the most comfortable you will ever wear. And if you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep it, and they'll still give you a refund.
Not only are Mack Weldon shirts, shorts, hoodies, and so on comfortable, they look good too, and they also perform well. I have a Pima shirt I got from Mack Weldon that I wear all the time. Steve could attest to that. It's comfortable enough to wear while lounging around at home, stylish enough to wear here to work, and it's got the performance I require. When that clock strikes gains the clock, Steve, and I'm at the gym tossing around some weight, it is easily the most versatile shirt I own. I wear it all the time.
I really dig the underwear I got from Mack Weldon. The whole ordering process was a breeze, and everything was shipped directly to my door. And right now, friendos can get 20% off their first order by going to MackWeldon.com and using promo code GOINGINRAW, all one word. I also got a polo from them, and it's really lovely. It's great.
Again, that's 20% off your first order by going to MackWeldon.com and using promo code GOINGINRAW, all one word. Thank you to Mack Weldon for sponsoring today's show, and you're really helping out Going In Raw by going to MackWeldon.com and using promo code GOINGINRAW.
So after that, we had
Keith Lee video package.
Keith Lee. That's right.
Don't you
Yeah, I'm
forget about Keith.
Yes, if you want a small Steven Larson cameo where you can hear our singing chops or lack thereof, head over to Cultaholic's YouTube channel, and we have a little cameo.
Cameo,
Keith Lee
They did a hell of
video.
a job with that video. It looked great.
Oh man, apparently Sam edited that.
Yeah, man, that's top-notch
Just
stuff.
top-notch stuff.
Yeah, man.
What a great group of guys.
Heck yes.
Keith Lee. Again, I kind of bummed out that Dominic Dijakovic, they didn't make this a four-way.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Why am I in this match? He tweeted out after mentioning Finn Balor's dickhead. He tweeted out. There's like a picture. There's a picture that I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was. NXT or NXT USA, something like that. Tweeted out a picture of Ciampa, Lee, and Balor, but all from 2K20.
Oh yeah.
And Dijakovic said, "Yeah." Maybe are they? What do they say?
Something like, are they
Are they booking this based off the video game? Because I'm not in that either.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty funny.
He's a hilarious Twitter follow. Anyways, it was a really great video package.
Yeah, really good.
After that, we had Breezango versus the Singh brothers. Again, why do we need this match? This feels like a match that should have been on SmackDown. Breezango, they're not really doing anything in NXT. So what's the point of them being there?
I know. And if like Tyler Breeze lobbied to get off quote unquote main roster by NXT so we can be utilized and do something interesting, and then they're like, here's gonna do Breezango again, that must be kind of a kick to the front area.
Yeah, I agree. And it might be time to just say, okay, we're done with the Breezango thing. Like, I'm sorry, but I feel like both those guys, especially Fandango, they can contribute so much more. And there's no reason for them to be there. There's no reason for this match unless it was actually a heel turn from Fandango by literally trying to murder a person.
I'm hoping is like Tyler Breeze in there is getting his butt kicked by the Singh brothers.
Yeah.
And Fandango gets the hot tag, and he proceeds to absolutely decimate the Singh brothers nearly single-handedly. I mean, we're not going to see Samir Singh for a couple of weeks after that apron.
At least,
yeah. Because the snapback, that his head looks like it hit right on the edge of that apron.
Yeah.
Ow. And then Breezango, right after that powerbomb, hit their finish. And then Fandango goes back in. Sunil's in there. Top rope leg drop to get the win.
Yeah. That was good stuff.
It was great.
But again,
I mean, I like both those guys. I like Fandango a lot.
I like the Singh brothers too.
Yeah, I like them too.
But like, I feel this is look, man, this is highly valued real estate.
Yeah.
That you're taking up right now.
And if you're gonna have them on TV, do something more with them.
Yeah.
Maybe this is all about Fandango getting upset. It's like, hey, you were getting your butt kicked by the Singh brothers. I came in the span of 90 seconds and beat both of them essentially.
I'd be much happier with this match existing if that
was leading to something.
If this was leading to something, yeah. After that, we had a Rhea Ripley video package. Kind of mentioned that before.
Yeah, where she's on the radio station talking about stuff.
After that, we had Bianca Belair versus Caden Carter.
Yeah, it started out the classic speed versus strength battle.
Yeah.
And Bianca, whenever she relied on her strength, would have the advantage. However, she tries to go for a standing moonsault. Carter gets her knees up, and then she sends Bianca out of the ring, and it seemed like, did Bianca try to match speed for speed when she has an obvious strength advantage? Is that going to lead to her defeat? It does not. Caden Carter goes for like a handspring elbow. Bianca hits a spear and then hits her finisher, the KOD, for the win.
Yeah, fairly easy victory for Bianca Belair, but there was a little bit of...
Again, anytime she deviated from relying on her strength, she put herself in jeopardy of losing that match.
It's good stuff, man. Psychology. It's good stuff.
Exactly. Storytelling.
Telling
stories in the ring is what they're doing. I don't know if you were aware that's what pro wrestling is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I missed that part. Tommaso Ciampa.
He had a video package.
He had a video package where he wants Goldie back.
And this was, so Adam Cole comes out. He just comes out for his introduction because he's up in the crow's nest watching this main event.
Yeah.
Before the match happens, you have an obvious DSLR type situation, and Tommaso Ciampa's there, and he turns towards the camera and says, "This one's for you, Goldie." And he turns around, and he walks through the curtain. So that was like right as the match was starting.
Yeah.
And so the camera kind of follows a little bit, and then they cut to the actual, Christmas tree, the actual in-arena camera. I can't remember them doing that before.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
In terms of production standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, they followed people out before with like the regular camera.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever used that kind of more cinematic stuff.
I don't know.
Shoot the whole show with that camera.
I do like that, backing up a little bit during Finn Balor's video, he seemed like disgusted that Ciampa refers to the championship as Goldie.
Yes.
He's like, let me tell you something about gold. And then he starts listing out everything.
Two-time Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
First Universal Champion.
Very first Universal Champion. Yeah.
Anyway, so then it gets to our main event, Tommaso Ciampa versus Keith Lee versus Finn Balor.
Just terrific stuff.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Early on, it kind of seems like that Lee and Ciampa might kind of team up against Balor until Keith Lee tries to get back in the ring, and Tommaso Ciampa tries to hit a draping DDT on him. Finn, though, sees that, tries to roll up Ciampa. Ciampa kicks out, and then Keith Lee takes them both out with a slingshot fun splash. That's like the first major beat of the match.
Yeah.
And then we go to commercial break.
Yeah.
Back from commercial, Keith Lee, he's in control until Ciampa sends him out with the clothesline. He takes it to Finn. Eventually, Keith tries to get back in. Ciampa hits double draping DDTs on both Keith Lee and Finn Balor. Follows with an air raid crash of Finn onto Keith Lee.
Yeah.
He goes for cover on each of them. They both kick out.
Yeah.
That was cool. Finn gets sent out. Ciampa hits Keith Lee with some strikes. Keith drops Ciampa with just one forearm. And then Ciampa gets back up. Thumb to the eye for Keith Lee. And then commentary saying, is this the return of the old Tommaso Ciampa?
Ooh.
Ciampa tries to lift up Keith Lee for a fairy tale ending. Keith Lee chops his way out of that situation. He goes for a splash. Ciampa gets his knees up. Ciampa goes for fairy tale ending. Lee blocks. Finn in. Drops them both. He tries to hit a shotgun drop kick on Lee. Lee shoulder tackles him again. He once again has the advantage because he grabs Finn and beels him right into Tommaso Ciampa.
That was awesome.
He stacks up Ciampa and Finn on the mat. He goes the second rope, looking for a moonsault. Ciampa up. Same with Finn. They fling Lee off the ropes, kind of like a leg sweep, sling blade combo type deal. I think they had a picture-in-picture commercial break. Come back. Finn sets up Ciampa for a reverse DDT. Lee emerges from behind him. They love this stuff. They love doing the thing where
I
Keith Lee
know.
emerges.
It's so good. And
I know.
it's so well done.
I know.
Every time.
So Lee picks him up, puts him on the apron, knocks him off, and then Lee's kind of have his upper body sticking out of the ropes out towards ringside, and Ciampa hits a draping DDT on Lee on the corner of the apron. Ow.
Yeah.
So Finn, he's up top. He's going for a coup de grace, I believe, on Keith Lee. Ciampa meets him up there, sets up for an air raid crash. So Ciampa has Finn in air raid crash position on the top rope. And then Keith Lee comes over, gets them in the electric chair, so they're on top of him.
Dude.
And drops them both.
But here's the thing. It's one thing if he did that and they were kind of up against the corner, but he backs up, so he's balancing these guys. I mean, they're all balancing.
Yeah.
But it's on him.
About 400 pounds on his shoulders.
Oh, my God. That was absolutely insane. The creativity is off the charts, man.
It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Then Lee misses a moonsault, but hits a jackhammer on Ciampa. Goes for one on Balor. Balor rolls him up instead. Keith Lee kicks out. This spot was great. So Lee tries to hit a spirit bomb on Finn. Finn, on the way up, escapes. Midair double stomp. Sends the Lee to the mat.
That was rad.
He clotheslines Ciampa out. Hits a tope on Lee, and then goes out and drop kicks Ciampa into the barricade. He comes back in, goes for a coup de grace on Lee. Lee gets out of the way. And then Finn gets pounced. Lee tries to get a spirit bomb on Ciampa. Ciampa escapes. Chop blocks Keith Lee. Then he gets Keith Lee up for an air raid crash. That only gets him a 2. And then Lee hits a moonsault on Ciampa. Hits the spirit bomb. Literally the moment that they impact on the mat with a spirit bomb, Finn launches off the top rope, coup de grace on Keith Lee, pins him for the win.
Magnifique.
Timing was really good.
Just beautiful.
Opportunist
Just beautiful
Finn
stuff.
Balor.
So then Adam Cole struts down, and Finn Balor gives him the gun fingers, and then it's at the very end. I think he gets up on the corner and just sort of stares at the camera. Right, there's that weird shot of him, and then he puts his head back and acts like he's Well, sometimes he goes off in that weird euphoric where his tongue sort of happens. He's like.
Alex Baez here in chat says, I was at AEW last night, and the energy was crazy.
They need to mic that crowd better than because the energy seemed like less than crazy. Yeah, they need to take advantage of that crowd because like half the time you see them and they're reacting great, and that crowd's really into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes you're sitting there and like I was shocked at the main event last night. I was like, what the? And even when they'd go wide, you see the crowd sort of staring. I was like, what is, like, these guys are killing themselves or put themselves through tables.
Maybe it's a bunch of former Ring of Honor fans. That's what Ring of Honor crowds were like.
Oh, man.
They would just sit there.
If Twitter user Rovert is to be, if he's to be believed, he's convinced that Marty Scurll's going to stay with Ring of Honor.
Really?
I wonder, I don't know how, but maybe Ring of Honor is just saving all their money.
The Scurll Fund, huh?
The Scurll Fund. I think they got a Scurll Fund.
Maybe.
I don't know.
If he signs any more than a 1 year deal with Ring of Honor, though, $10 million for 1 year.
There you go. Yeah.
Put the belt on me, see if I can save this company.
That'll do it.
If not, then I'm out the door.
We'll see. But then wasn't there is that like, didn't like Joey Mercury again, like he had some tweet where it had like a handwritten scrawled note from, I think maybe Greg.
Yeah.
These Joey Mercury things are great. Because when I think of Greg, I think of Cousin Greg. And it was like list of people not to like, push right now. And like everybody
good. In his mind, it's probably the whole roster except for Matt Taven.
It was like everybody good they had. It was like Brody King, Marty Scurll. I don't know. It was everybody good.
Maybe he thinks if they don't push him, then they'll re-sign and they won't have to pay him what the market states they should be paid.
I don't know. I think I got the general idea was these people might be leaving soon.
Yeah. So the entire roster, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, it's going to be Greg and Joey Mercury. Anyways, let's answer some questions here. See what's going on in the Discord.
Gregory Faella says, watch RoboCop trailer and glitch scene today in history class. Thought of you guys. It was intense. R.I.P. Kenny.
RoboCop trailer and glitch scene? What is that?
In history class, thought of you guys. I don't know.
The glitch scene, was it?
Ed
209.
It's probably the trailer. Trailer for the movie, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, there you go. What a great movie that is. Yeah,
no, it's terrific. Austin 60 Scrabble champ. Would you rather take a shoot punch from Keith Lee for $1 million, or be driven through a table by Ciampa for $1 million? Okay, so I would rather be driven through a table by Ciampa, assuming it was from like the top rope and not the top of the cage. That's a big difference. Otherwise, yeah, I'd take a shoot punch for $1 million. $1 million is a lot of money.
Yeah, if you break your jaw, it's not going to cost you $1 million.
Yeah, I got insurance.
Yeah,
I'll
you got
do
insurance.
That.
You're fine.
I don't care.
On liquid diet for a while.
Yeah. Now, another question, though, is for $1 million, I would take it from Keith Lee, not from Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I think there's a difference there. I think Keith Lee has like a true, pure soul.
Yeah, he has a heart.
And I think that would prevent him from murdering me with one punch.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar has no such soul.
No, you saw he almost knocked out Braun Strowman in the middle of a match, in the middle of the ring.
And it looked like he barely even tried. Like that was a love tap.
Yeah, it was kind of a short punch.
And he rocked him.
Yep.
That's terrifying.
Yep.
So yeah, those are my limits. Let's see here. Cody Miles. Oh, come on, Cody. You know what the answer to this question is. Don't be silly.
What?
2 months into the war, if you only had to watch one show for the next 6 months, which would it be?
All right, same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
NXT.
AEW.
You know the answer to this question, man. This is how it always lines up with you and me. If there's two things to choose from, you get one, I get the other.
Yeah.
And never shall the two combine. St. Butts, with the rumor of having an NXT presence at Mania, would you want to take a big match that would normally be saved for a takeover, or make a new match similar to what they did with Survivor Series this year? I don't want to take anything away from TakeOver. And in fact, they announced officially there's a TakeOver.
But
it's
then
pirate themed.
I think WrestleVote said that NXT is going to have some presence at WrestleMania.
Okay.
And I think that's great. I would love to see the NXT title defended at WrestleMania. It should be.
But 2 nights in a row?
Why not? Adam Cole wrestled 2 nights in a row in a War Games match one night and then a title defense the second day.
In a really good title defense.
I know.
Match of the show.
That's why Adam Cole's going in Raw Wrestle of the Year 2019.
That's why he's on top of our tree.
So yes, if they can find a way to have the matches make sense in terms of him facing one challenger one day and another challenger the following day, or even having matches against the same person, as long as there's different stipulations.
I just wouldn't. As what you said is exactly right. As long as it makes sense. You know, they build these matches so beautifully. I would hate for them to then shoehorn, we have another Mania match. We got to do that too. On the other hand, if they're going to have a presence, I want it to be more than just, they get to be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. A couple of NXT guys get to be in that.
I don't want to see that.
So that's a tough situation. If it meant, I don't know, man. If it meant like, let's say Adam Cole has a title match. God, at Mania weekend, that might be Keith Lee. That might be if Lee takes the title off him. Maybe you build a Ciampa versus. I mean, would it have to be somebody on NXT's roster, or would it be somebody on Raw's roster?
Not necessarily.
I don't know.
I mean, also at TakeOver, you could have a match that storyline is motivated and happen it to be, the winner of this match gets the title defense. Gets the title opportunity at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Kind of a huge thing.
Yeah, that's a big deal, yeah.
James Rodriguez.
Let's for sure get Adam Cole some rib tape.
Well, just imagine if say, it's Lee versus Cole for the title at TakeOver Tampa, and then also on the card is, say, Matt Riddle versus Dijakovic.
Yeah.
And say they just want Keith Lee to have a first title defense is really good, and they know that he and Dijakovic puts on really good matches.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
have
a
that
good
platform
idea.
is huge at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Have Dijakovic win that match, challenge Lee for the title at WrestleMania. Have them put on a barn burner.
Oh boy, it's gonna be good stuff.
Just an option.
When is Worlds Collide? That's a Rumble.
Yeah,
right?
that's the Saturday before the Rumble. I think they're gonna do a tournament. That's what they said last night.
Oh, okay.
I thought that's what they said. James Rodriguez, what is the likelihood of Gargano returning next week to cost Finn the title? I mean, this is possible, but if it won't be an event to show. If it's gonna be a serious wonk finish like that, they're not gonna have a main event.
NXT. That's the great thing about NXT, man, is that it's kind of funny because AEW. I'm not gonna get into because I actually like the, to separate themselves from WWE main roster stuff. AEW, they implemented some rules, whatever, like the win-loss record. Things matter here. NXT doesn't have any of those weird rules. They just go ahead and book it the way it should be booked. And I wonder if AEW at any point is going to be like, man, we really kind of hamstrung ourselves with these win-loss records. I hope not. I think, if you reset it, I think a lot of great story potential can come out of them.
Yeah. And they're going to reset at the beginning of next year. So
yeah. But I don't suspect there's going to be many wonk finish. Like NXT just doesn't.
They don't do a lot of that.
They don't do a lot.
But when they do it, it's just on the TV show.
And
Dakota Miley.
Too.
So to me, it seemed like Ciampa was the one to always take the title off Cole, but now for me, it's changed to Lee. Who do you guys think will be the next NXT champion? I mean, the Lee's momentum is on the rise.
Oh, and it's not just on the rise; it is on a rocket ship. Man.
Yeah. So if they're smart, they will capitalize on it. Not to say they had to do it this past week, but that being said, they need to capitalize on it.
Rich, what's more likely, Ripley winning the title or Finn winning the title? Then we both think that it's Ripley.
Oh, it's Rhea.
We both think she's gonna win next week.
Yeah, I would think she's gonna win next week. Yeah. Lord Ziffer, let's say Finn does win next week. What is next for Adam Cole, and who would Finn's first challenger be? It would be Ciampa.
Yeah, I think it'd be Ciampa.
It would have to be Ciampa.
Yeah.
Lizard Man, on a scale of 1 to 10, what level of shenanigans will we see in the men's title match? Well, we're going to see the rest of the Undisputed Era, probably. Maybe we'll see Finn's new club.
Boy, that'd be something else, or none of it.
Yeah. All the shenanigans are 0.
Yeah. Yeah. Either way, I think it's going to be terrific. Next week's going to be, for both shows, going to be just a hell of a week. Let's see here. Dom LaMartina, how would you debut VXT? Which is what I think they're referring to as Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea Green.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay.
I don't know because there's no real tag division.
Just bring them up to Maine and have them take on Asuka and Kairi Sane at WrestleMania and beat them.
Oh, wow. That's a pretty big debut.
It is. Well, not in their debut match, but like build them up between now and then.
Okay. That's good.
Because they're both really good.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what are they doing on the Florida House? Are
No
they just
idea.
doing like singles matches, but they're cornering each other?
Don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
They could be
there.
doing tag matches. I don't know.
They're terrific, though.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green is a delight.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Andrew Jocelyn, since we saw Kushida and Trevor Lee's hat, switch to NXT or main superstars gimmicks, for example. Imagine Dijak and Finn's demon face paint. Oh, wait. The
Devils.
Hey, how's it going? I'm
Yeah.
a demon.
I'm a demon. Yeah, that's right.
I'm like, the devil.
2 gimmicks.
I want to see Tyler Bate in Damian Priest gimmick.
Okay, that actually fits really well.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah, no, I'm a vampire.
Wait, you're a vampire? No, I just go to clubs.
No, it's not going to clubs. I like the birds. You like birds? The birds. It's ladies. Nice looking birds.
Oh, all right.
But I also like to suck blood.
What? Say again?
A vampire. Let's see here. Big Butter Jesus. Wow, Angel Garcia is amazing. Future NXT champion there. That was a great match. Question. How about Balor beat Cole, give him some much-deserved time off. Adam Cole doesn't need time off. And have Lee take it off Balor and Lee versus Cole at Mania. If Ciampa isn't planning on leaving NXT, he doesn't need the title at the moment. Thoughts? Sure. Why not?
Sounds great.
Sounds good. Sounds good. That's not a look, man. As all I care, I just like those 4 guys and maybe Dijakovic all being up there mixing it up with each other. I don't care as a title. Just have them all mix it up, and I'm good.
Greg Morris, am I the only one that finds it odd that Ciampa wrestles in pants for a normal match, yet War Games he wore trunks? No, he wore his camo pants at War Games, didn't he? Or did he wear his little trunks?
I don't remember, but it's a good point regardless because he does. He wrestles in both. Huh. Never thought about it. He seems comfortable in both. I wonder if he has a specific reason for either one.
Thought he wore his camo pants.
I thought he wore camo pants too at War Games.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's got camo pants on. But like he's wrestled in, I don't know if since he's been back, but has he wrestled in trunks since he's been back?
I think at War Games, because what he's wearing yesterday was camo, but it wasn't his camo like pants. It was camo tights.
Oh, yeah. He does whatever's comfortable for him.
Yeah, man.
I like that, man. I don't want people just to wear the same thing over and over.
Exactly. Jake Mountford, do you think it was a missed opportunity to not currently have an NXT match at TLC like they did at Survivor Series? No, I think it's just the major 4 pay-per-views have an NXT title match.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, keep the sanctity of the takeovers as they are, special occurrences.
I agree.
Alex,
that was a great question.
Sorry, go ahead.
Broken sound wave. Do you think Angel Garcia is the second Garza is the second coming of Eddie Guerrero? He is young. There are some similarities there, man. There are definitely some similarities. So if he could get to the level of Eddie, then
that'd be something else.
That'd be great.
Alex M. Martinez, I've been loving Heel Dakota's work as of late. Assuming once Tegan gets back and they have their blow off, who do you see coming out on top of this feud, and what is next for Dakota following that?
Dakota has to get out on top. Like, I was actually shocked that she won that match last night. And then even in a win, Mia Yim still gets the upper hand in the end. You know,
I don't know, man. I feel like if rumors are true, they wanted Tegan Nox to win that last Mae Young Classic. I think they really like her. I think they have high hopes for her.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised. I wonder if they're hoping they can do and maybe it's unfair to make this comparison.
No, I know where you're going with that. Yeah,
Gargano Ciampa thing.
Yeah, I hope that'd be awesome.
Kai and Nox, and if they can do that, then they both win. Regardless who comes out on top of the feud, they both win.
I agree completely. Because they seem high on both of them.
Yeah.
Like they've been trying yeah. Cool. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. We do appreciate it. Be sure, listen, man, I want y'all to hit that like button. If you haven't been listening to this, you're still with us, hit that like button now, son.
Smash it.
Smash it.
And also while you're at it, go to that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, hit that. And if you have subscribed or if you haven't, go to notifications. Hit all.
Hit all.
All of them.
Then you'll always know when we're going live. Man, we got a new 10 for the win coming up on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's a fun one. And then so tomorrow is
SmackDown.
I'm not sure if I'm going to make the SmackDown live stream tomorrow. I don't know because I got some people coming over to build some stuff in my backyard.
But we will be doing the recap in the
for
evening.
Sure doing the recap. That's and yeah, we'll if anything else, if we don't do the live SmackDown stream
reaction stream,
we will do the recap live for everybody. So that'll be tomorrow night, and then of course on Sunday TLC.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for watching. We do appreciate it. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.